Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're tuning in from across the globe. Welcome to another edition of Crime Time with DutyRon. Guys, I'm a retired New York City police detective, as you all know, with 20 years of law enforcement. And if you like all things true crime related from a police perspective, consider hitting the subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you'll get all things DutyRon when I go live or upload another video. And today I want to talk to you guys about Orrin and Orson West, sincere and classic. Missing over a year, vanished out of California City, alleged by their parents, by their adoptive parents, Trezell and Jacqueline West. But before I get into it, I want to say a special thank you to the Patreon supporters, the channel members, and all of the folks who positively engage just by subscribing to this community and watching the videos, letting the ads play and engaging. You are a part of this community. So thank you, thank you, thank you to all of the subscribers and replay viewers. Jen Lowe, all the great ones that have jumped in here. There's so many people. Cecilia Girl, Chef Lady, Kathy Bates, Alicia B, love and respect. Kimberly Myers, boots on the ground from Bakersfield, California. Listen, before I get into it, I want to talk to you guys about another case that I've covered extensively. Little baby Thomas Valva. He was frozen by his father and his step monster, Angela Polina, and his father, Michael Valva, who was at the time an active NYPD transit police officer. Yesterday was the 2-year anniversary, and this is the boy. This is Thomas Valva, who was killed by his own father 2 years ago yesterday. And I failed to mention it, and I take full credit for failing to mention this, but this boy, I went to his funeral. He was murdered on January 17th of 2020, and he has slipped through the cracks. He's another beautiful little boy who was failed by the police department, by social services, by his teachers, by everybody who's come in contact with him. Police department, family court, child advocates, children's advocates. Everybody failed this little boy. So it's the 2-year anniversary. I don't even like to call it an anniversary, but it's been 2 years, and I drive in my car with this in my visor as a constant reminder of Orrin and Orson West, Summer Wells, Harmony Montgomery, Thomas Valva. The list can go on and on and on. And this is why I am here today. This is why I'm pleading with you guys to help us continue to have the billboards for, hold on, let me put this back. I drive with him. He is with me wherever I go. We are in the process every mid part of every month. I reach out to a specific group of people. And these are folks who have the means to contribute larger sums of money. But I can't keep reaching out to those 3 or 4 people who always come and support the billboards for Orrin and Orson West. They were reported missing by their parents in December on the 21st. And they said that the boys went missing from outside the gate, out back. And we know that this story doesn't match up. And we know that Jacqueline Trezell West know what happened to Sincere and Classic, to the boys. We know that they know what happened to them, but they're not coming forward. They're not even saying one word. Hello, Will, 411 now. I hope everybody's doing better in your household. I hope you are doing well. Great to see you. 411 now runs a great YouTube channel. If you want to go over there for valid information, I will link in the description a way to get over to Will 411. He's great. He's a great supporter and he's a great friend. Lieutenant Pete, good to see you, boss. So Angelversary, I love it, J.A. Thank you for that. So I have my Lost Is Not Alone wristband. I took it off just to show you guys. This is for EquiSearch Midwest. But I want to just say this. I rely on several people a group, a handful of people to come up with donations. And we've been doing these boards for Sincere and Classic, Orrin and Orson West, for a long time. I'm running into a stumbling block because I feel like I feel like that I'm leaning on the same people every month, and I don't want to lean on them. So I'm asking everybody and anybody if you can donate, even if it's $5. And I don't feel 1 ounce of shame asking everybody here, whoever can do it. It's $1,000 a month, and we've lit that billboard up for almost going on a year. I think in March of 2022, next 2 months from now. So for 10 months, we've been lighting that board up. But we did 2 months in Lancaster, and those Lancaster billboards were $7.50 a month. They were cheaper, but they didn't get the same amount of eyes as the Highway 99 in Bakersfield. So Jennifer Nobles and Roro, that's the Bio family. She's the cousin of the boy, of one of the boys. She told me that Bakersfield was the best spot for it. So I'm begging and I'm pleading and I'm asking anybody, and I don't want anyone to extend themselves. If you can't contribute, then don't. But watch the videos, let the ads play, and then it's a way for you to contribute. But I don't do this often, but I have done it in the past where I ask anybody who's watching the replay or any eyes that come upon this video to please help us to continue to light up those boards, the billboard for Orrin and Orson West. Alicia, thank you so much for that very generous super chat. And now, before you did that, I was just about to say, the best way to send in donations, and I know this is an easy way, people are sending in super chats and the board's lighting up, and I thank you for that. Thank you, Will. The best way to do it is to go over to DutyRon.com and look at my PayPal. And when you send a PayPal, all of the money, the money that just gets sent by Super Chat is great, and I appreciate it. I know it's a convenient way, but I encourage people to donate directly straight through my website. There's a PayPal link right at the top of my website, and it's a little P. It's like the little symbol for PayPal. And if you click on that, Anna Marie, thank you so much for the boys. It's fine. Every little bit counts. And $4.99 from Kitchen Gadget Queen, $50 from Will over at 411 Now, Alicia with her generous super chat, and Anna Marie Chin for the boys. Sorry, it's not much. Don't ever be sorry. It's so great. They take 30%. So what I'm saying is if you go to DutyRon.com, just make sure when you click the PayPal link, I have PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App, but just make sure you select friends and family so PayPal doesn't take their cut out of it. And if you select friends and family, also make sure you put for the boys. So I come live today for one reason and one reason only, is to plead with everybody to please donate. We're running short of fundage. Last month, I sent in the payment to Lamar Advertising. I have all the records. I have invoices from them for every month. I've kept very good records of it, and it's expensive. But can we put a price tag on these boys? Can we put a price tag on the lives of 2 little precious children? We can't. Summerwells, little Thomas Valva, although he wasn't missing, Harmony Montgomery, and all these missing children who are nameless and faceless that we don't get to hear about, that their parents are screaming and crying for their return. There's just so many out there. But this is something that's near and dear to my heart. And I want to just say thank you to everybody and anyone who contributes. Shirley, thank you for the $20 super chat. Again, this is important. This is very important to me. And Roro and Jennifer Nobles, these guys know what we're doing here, and they are so appreciative of everything coming from you guys as Crime Time with DutyRon. Darlene, send me a message on DutyRon.com. Thank you so much. Thank you. There's been months where I've had nobody donate to it, and we just use the ad revenue for this channel. So I've had months where nobody could donate to it, close to Christmas time. November was a tight month, and I understand. Anne-Marie B., good to see you. Thank you for being a channel member. Don't forget, Patreon supporters, channel members, I dig into those funds when the donations don't come in. And I don't like to bombard you with these kind of things, but I have to. I have to say, when I'm looking to do something and I'm looking to complete another month of support with that digital billboard on Highway 99 in Bakersfield for these little boys, Orrin, Orson West, Sincere and Classic, there's no shame to my game, and my game is to keep their faces out there, keep their names out there, keep their memories alive. There's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes, and although it seems quiet on this case, it seems like nobody's, police-wise are talking about it. They're not putting out any updates, but I know that there are things going on behind the scenes. Thank you, Jolene. Thank you. And listen, Ed Wallace is going to come back, and we're going to continue to talk about this case. I have produced on my YouTube channel over 100 videos about Sincere and Classic, Orrin and Orson West. By a show of hands, how many of you have seen or have been with me throughout this journey, throughout this year and a month, going on a month, on the 21st, in a couple of short days, it'll be the 21st, it'll be 13 months. By a show of hands, how many of you have been along with me on this journey in covering respectfully, with dignity, with respect for their families, for respect to the surviving, loving families that care about these boys? We have had FBI profilers, we had the polygraph experts, we have had canine experts, we had Mark Class from the Class Kids Foundation, and Bayan Wang from 23 ABC come on and speak to us about our boys. I've done so many of these videos. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to hear and see these children just vanish, and have some of the parents, like, I always think about, what really blows my mind is I think about Summerwell's mom, and I think about how she goes, well, she was in the house, and then she was gone. When Kansas says that, I can't get that out of my mind. When she says she was just gone. How do kids just disappear? It doesn't happen that way. It just seems so unbelievable, Oh, I went over to my grandma's house. I went over to my mother's house, which is only 20 feet away, 50 feet away, and then I came back and she was gone. It just blows my mind. And I think about Trezell and Jacqueline West as they are swaying, Jacqueline and Trezell, well, mainly Jacqueline, swaying back and forth and saying, well, these kids don't run around these patches. These kids don't run around these patches here. Let me say thank you to It's Me, Allie, for the $10 super chat for Where Are the Boys. Kimberly Myers, thank you so much for that. Hello from Louisiana. When I heard Trezell and Jacqueline West give that bull crap story, it just blew my mind, and it makes me it infuriates me, because as a loving parent, I raised two beautiful kids. They're adults now. I couldn't see me staying out of sight and out of mind for 13 months. We have not seen one peep or heard one peep from Trezell or Jacqueline West since that interview. The interview of they don't run around these patches here. We renamed our boys. Since that crazy interview, we haven't seen one interview, not one word, not one passing out flyers, not one statement. Doesn't really make sense, right? I know you guys are saying stuff in the chat. I'm trying to just stay focused on what I'm trying to say here. But you know, Miss Kelly, it just is unbelievable. That's a very good analogy of it. It's just unbelievable. And you know what? I don't buy it for 1 minute. The story that the Wells family tells stinks to high heavens. The story that the West family, including the grandparents, stinks to high heavens. It's just crazy. But we need to do what we can for these boys. We need to do what we can for Summer Wells. We need to do what we can for Harmony Montgomery. And the countless other missing. Listen, Maya Miliete, her husband stands charged with her murder and disappearance. But Maya Miliete is an adult. And she, poof, vanished off the face of the earth. Just like so many of our tens of thousands of missing. We got to do better. Christo Cedar, thank you so much for joining. Great to see you. Listen, let me know if you are new and first time viewing. Just say new in the chat if you are new. I just want to see how many people are new in the chat. And thank you so much to the returning replay viewers, the folks who always send messages into DutyRon.com, the people who engage with me down below in the comment section. Just by saying hi or saying something in the comments gives the channel engagement, and I greatly appreciate that. God, Becca, good to see you. Sana Elise Holt Johnson, good to see you. They don't deserve kids. Exactly, 100%. I'm looking at the comments now. It does blow my mind. Nancy Eileen, great to see you. Jen Lowe, thank you for being a moderator and a great friend. Danielle, thank you for being new. Misty Johns, hello. Brent Montgomery, thank you for the support. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Pete Pranzo, good to see you, boss. They do stink to high heavens. I agree. Truth Seeker, great to see you. Maria, thank you. Thank you. Sarah, looking good, DutyRon. Thank you. My wife thinks I look like an idiot with this hat on. She says I look like a buffoon. But that's my wife. She's allowed to say that to me. Good to see you. Thank you, Angela. But my wife's allowed to say whatever she wants to me. But she thinks I look funny in this hat. When I come home and I come in the house, she takes it right off my head. She rips it right off my head. So that's as real can get, Truth Seeker. My wife calls me a buffoon. She said, you look like an idiot with that hat on. And I said, I don't care. My head is warm. I don't give a shit what I look like. Hello, AV News crew. Good to see you, man. Thank you for joining. Again, so let's keep it focused on the boys. Yeah, no others are allowed. My wife's the only critic that can be a critic of mine. And she won't get blocked. I can't block my wife. She lives with me. We're going up on 31 years in March. On March 23rd will be our 31st wedding anniversary. 31 years. So it's pretty good. We're on a pretty good streak. But again, Lost is not alone. I need you guys to come and subscribe. I need you guys to come and support. Go over to DutyRon.com where you can hit the PayPal logo, the Cash App, or the Venmo logo, and you could send in $1. You can send in $5. You can send in $2. Whatever you can send, I will redirect it for the billboards over on Highway 99 for these boys. We need to keep their names alive. We need to keep talking about them. We need to keep diving in to what happened to Cecile and Classic, you know. So I know all about it, Matt. I've been talking to Ro about it. I'm just going to keep that off the YouTube airways. I want that stuff to just let it take its place. Matt, you know what I'm talking about. I'm well aware. I'm well versed on what's going on in the case, but I want to see justice served. So I'm not going to sit and talk about it on the YouTube channel. So hold on a second. I got a little bit of hold on. Thank you. Jen Lowe, if you ever see anything like that, that goes immediately. Much love and respect to you, Jen Lowe. I know that you are working diligently to put those all of the links in the chat, and I appreciate that. Thank you, Jen. So we all have our opinions. We all have our thoughts. Jennifer Nobles, great to see you. I'm glad that you made it. I was waiting for you. It's always great to see you. Thank you so much for joining. All right, guys, again, share this video, put it out into the news groups, put it out onto Facebook. I like to call it Fakebook. Put it out onto Facebook. Hello, Pat's Cats, new from California. Thank you for joining. Subscribe to my channel. Please hit the thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and now TikTok. Holy crap. DutyRon's on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. All one word, DutyRon. And please, please spread the word about the boys. Spread the word about all of the cases we speak about. Sincere and Classic need us now more than ever. 13 freaking months. Don't worry about it, Matty boy. It's all good. I love what you're doing for the boys and getting their names out there. That's good work. So I'm always appreciative of anybody that puts out good content. And I'll tell you, AV News Crew, he's the only guy who I saw on YouTube who was able to get an interview with Chief John Walker. So kudos to you, Matt, for that interview out in front of I believe it was the California City Police Department. I saw that. I watched it long time ago. It goes back a long ways. But kudos to you for getting that interview. That was pretty cool. I spoke with John Walker many times on the phone. Thank you, Madeline. Thank you so much. Thank you for sending the PayPal. $20 is $20. It helps. But yeah, so all good, guys. Let's get around and support the people who do not stir up drama and white noise for these cases. Let's stick close to the people who are really have the best interest of our boys and all of these cases of the missing at the forefront, the people who take the time out to really, really help and not to be a problem in the case, not to cause extra work for the law enforcement who are working hard to try to find out what happened to these boys, what happened to the cases that they're working on. They don't need distractions. They need help. They need us to help them, not to hinder them. That's the best way I could say it. And you acting like a jagaloon and causing drama and fighting amongst other YouTubers and all of that crap, that doesn't help find out what happened in these cases. So let's try to stay away from that. Let's try to not get in that toxic environment, and let's keep focused on what the prize is. The prize is bringing the missing home. Lost is not alone. There we go. Lost is not alone. EquiSearch Midwest, Dave Rader, Twyla Cisco, Tim Miller from EquiSearch Texas, all the dive teams, all the K9 units, and my drone pilots who have gone out to search for Sincere and Classic. My drone pilots are great, great people. I love and respect everybody who supports. I look at these divers, all of the chaos diving, Jacob. I look at his wife, his sister, his girlfriend, and his wife's sister, all the people who help out. I don't know the full makeup of all of these crews, but they have people behind them. Behind every man is a good woman, right? And the women in these men's lives, like my wife, allows me to conversate with you guys and take out time because she knows I'm doing good work. So my wife supports. So every good man has a good woman behind them, and kudos to the ladies who support us. On my website, you could get these bracelets. Go to DutyRon.com. Behind every good man is a good woman. And I tell you, I live and breathe that. So thank you, everybody who has joined. Thank you to all of the super chatters, all you guys up here who have donated. Continue to donate. Go over to DutyRon.com. There's a whole part of my website. I petitioned off a whole part of my website for the boys. If you look at the website, there's a spot for the boys. Good to see you, Robert Vogel. Thank you for joining. So guys, thank you from the bottom of my heart. As I like to end all of these live streams, God bless the world. God bless the United States of America. And God bless each and every one of us here in the chat. And especially all victims of crime and their families. Orrin and Orson West, Sincere and Classic. They need us now more than ever. Keep going over to DutyRon.com, and straight above on the homepage, there's a little donation sign, and it says PayPal. You just click on it, and if you need clarity on that, send me a message out on the DutyRon.com website, and I will send you a link how to donate. Make sure you put in the donations either for the bracelets or for the boys or wherever you want your donation to go to. Thank you for joining. God bless, guys. See you soon. Peace.